how do I do my laundry? I'm a freaking scrub. No, just kidding. I really do wash my clothes, guys.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have these secrets.
Today, I'm excited to share with all of you a video on how I do my laundry. I get a lot of questions about this, especially on my minimalist wardrobe videos, since all of my clothes fit into a half-size packing cube, like this. When I live in the States, which is probably like 6 to 8 months of the year, I live out of my RV, Winnie, and there's no washer and dryer unit in here, so I have different ways of washing my clothes. When I travel overseas, I live out of my 19-liter Tom Bin backpack, again, just with the clothes in that packing cube, and I have different ways of doing my laundry there too. I'm currently living out of Winnie with another awesome human, Conor McMillen. If you haven't checked out his channel, I highly recommend it. And so we tend to do our laundry together right now, which helps us out because neither of us have a lot of clothing. But between each of our packing cubes full of clothing and the towel that we have and the sheets that we have, we can usually come up with one load together between the two of us. So sometimes we take that load to the laundromat and we wash our clothes there. One thing I do a little differently is I don't use traditional detergent in the washing machine. I use these things called soap nuts or soap berries. The brand that I've been using is called Organics. This is what these soap berries look like. And they smell, to me, just faintly like vinegar. And they're a little sticky. And if you put them in like a jar of water and shake it up, you'll see that they sud like soap. But they're a naturally occurring berry and I really enjoy them. I just take about 5 to 10 of them and put them in a sock. These soap berries also come with a little bag that you can use, but a sock works very well too. And this will last me about 5 to 10 loads. I just throw it on in with my laundry, take it out before I put it in the dryer, and voila. It leaves my clothes really nice and clean. I like that it's a natural product. I don't feel like any of that itchy residue, which I have at different times felt in the past with other detergents, and they don't smell, it doesn't smell like overpowering or chemically. I got this bag, well over a year ago and actually split it with my sister, and it just keeps on lasting. So, I mean, that was like a, I don't know, $10 investment that will last me a long time. So if I'm doing a full load of laundry, that's what I use. If I have just an item or two that I want to wash, maybe I did some acrobatics and got really sweaty in it, or there's some areas that, you know, got some dirt on them and I want to wash them out, I use Bronner's soap. I tend to get these little travel size bottles and split them in half. So I would fill half of it with water and leave half of it with soap. And then it lasts me a lot longer, and I can just spot treat it, wash it out in my sink, and then I hang it out to dry outside. Right now I'm in Texas, the sun is hot, and things tend to dry in like 15 minutes, which is pretty amazing. Which leads me to another thing. A lot of times I will get sweaty or wet in something, like my bathing suit or my acrobatics clothes, and then they're not really dirty, they're just like moistened, and so I leave them out into the sun to dry. This is another technique I really enjoy. The sun has natural antibacterial properties, and if you've ever left something out in the sun and smelt it afterwards, you may know that it smells really nice and fresh, and especially when I can hang it up outside and get some wind blowing through it as well. I really like that. As a side note, I also like to leave my Zero shoes out in the sun too, because they can get to smelling a little bit if they're just like all feet and then not really getting aired out. And the sun, again, is like the #1 thing I've found that really helps. If I don't have the option to hang something out in the sun, or I'm gonna be on the go, I hang my clothes in my shower to dry, actually, in the back. I've created this little hook system that goes along the 2x3s that I put up to reinforce the roof, and it's really simple and easy. It's also a nice place to put my dish towels when they're drying. I like to travel with these Chico bags, 1 or 2 of them, and one of them I tend to use for dirty clothing. They're pretty phenomenal because they stuff up into like a really small bag and then hang nice like this. When I'm living out of Winnie, I just pop this on a hanger in my closet in the back and I'm good to go. For the most part, I realize there's not usually much clothing in here when I'm living out of Winnie. I just have my soak nuts in there right now, because I tend to be wearing most of my clothing since I choose to live with just a few items. I really am wearing them or letting them hang out in the back or in the sun and air out so that I can wear them again. Then it'll get to a point every like 10 days or so where I'm ready to give everything a good washing. One other fun thing that I've been doing lately, since I'm in Austin, Texas, and I'm right alongside this natural spring-fed pool, I tend to jump in a lot, and you know, that washes my body. That's one of my favorite places to bathe right now, and also I can wash my clothing doing that way. So if I have like a particularly dirty or sweaty pair of clothes on and I just want to wash it right then and there, I can jump in with that stuff on or bring it down with me and then hang it out in the sun. And that's how it's done. I mean, it's pretty simple. That's how I wash my clothes. I hope that answers the questions that you guys have had. It's been fun connecting with you and making this video. If you haven't checked it out already and you want to see more of Winnie, she's pretty amazing. Conor and I recently did a full RV tour, which you can check out. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet and want to see what I'm up to in my day-to-day life, you can check that out. My tag is simpleliving13. Also, my program Simplify, which I designed for you guys to help you overhaul your life, let go of what's not serving you, tap into how to live the life of your dreams. That's discounted for the rest of this month. You can use this discount code to take advantage of that. And I'm going to be presenting at the Woodstock Fruit Festival and teaching acrobatics with Conor McMillen. We're going to be offering a Q&A on relationships, and I'll just be there all week to connect with you guys. If you want to sign up for that, you can use this discount code and get $100 off, and I also get a $100 kickback, so that's a win-win. Lastly, if you are in the Austin, Texas area or anywhere nearby, or going to be on July 10th, Conor and I are going to be offering a Meetup / Fruitluck / Acro Fiesta, just a chance to get together at Zilker Park, 2 o'clock, July 10th. Check out the details in the description below. There's a link to the Facebook event. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye.